I'm recommending the website Socrative.com. First of all, it's free. And while that might not always be so, I'd be willing to pay a nominal fee because I'm finding it so useful in my classroom. The site claims that it will render responders moot because anybody with a smartphone, access to a computer, etc., can use Socrative. You don't need any additional hardware. Because I already have an account, I can't really show you how to sign up. But if you've ever bought a pizza online or bought anything on eBay, this is 1,000 times easier. Once you've established your account, you go to your teacher login, which I will do. We'll try that one more time. There it goes. Your email must be an education email in order to access this site. It's designed for teachers. I'll put in my password here, and you log in. This is where you would go to manage your quizzes, to create new quizzes, to start a quiz. Quizzes are not constantly running for the children in your class because they could not have their server take care of that open quiz on and on. So you must launch the quiz and you must also end it. For example, I'll show you how we would start a quiz here. I'll choose one of the quizzes I've already made. As you can see, it says to select a saved quiz. Also, I'll point out that my room number has no bearing on what my actual classroom number is. But for my purposes, I did write CKE09 because that's easy for my second graders. They're at Callie Kirkpatrick Elementary in room 9. So these are the quizzes I've created in the short time I've been using the site. Henry and Mudge, for example, is a comprehension quiz regarding one of our stories. So I can choose whether to have it paced by the student, or I can put a time to it essentially. In this case, we would choose a student-paced quiz. Now this quiz has been started. Any student who logs on now will see that as the quiz which is running. If I choose live results, I can see as the students are taking it how they are responding. I can also have the results sent as an Excel spreadsheet, etc. Next, we'll see how to create a quiz. Now we're going to see how easy it is to create a quiz in Socrative. I've already begun this quiz. I'm going to add my last question. This is one of the SMART goals in my class. Here, second graders are asked to identify when syllables have been divided correctly, and also to be able to count syllables. My last question has to do with counting syllables. I've already chosen multiple choice, and then you just enter the question. Which of the following words has 3 syllables? Then you enter your answer choices. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, which is wise to give to second graders because this answer choice always throws them off. So this is the way we practice. The correct answer here, of course, is none of the above. So I click that to let the system know that's the correct answer, and I have the choice to enter an explanation for the answer here. I would just simply say here, none of the choices have 3 vowel sounds. I have to get rid of that. 3 vowel sounds, so none have 3 syllables. All I have to do here now is save it. I've given it a name. Socrative also gives it a quiz number. That means anybody who is a teacher for Socrative, if they know my quiz number, they can share that quiz. And that's not just within my own school or my own school district. This is a nationwide thing. So if they are looking for such a thing and they want a keyword such as syllable counting or something like that, they can find my quiz if I've elected to share it. Next, we'll see students working on this quiz. Let's watch a student start from scratch now to take a quiz on Socrative. There it is. There's Socrative student is that option. My students will enter this room number. It's unique to my class. I want to join the room. I've already launched a quiz, so now my student is going to enter last name first and then first name. Let's call them student A. The reason the last name is important is because it appears on the spreadsheet in alphabetical order by last name. Now I'm going to submit. This is the quiz that the teacher has already launched. How did Henry Mudge feel about camping? Well, the student should be taught to read every answer clearly. The answer to that is they loved camping. This tells us we got the answer correct. They also told us why it's correct. Next question. Why would Henry's mom be a good person to take camping? I'm going to look at all 4 answer choices and choose that she was a campfire girl. Each time the student knows how they did. There is no running account of their score, but a wise student will keep track anyway. Why did Mudge like the hike so much? It was a good smelly hike. I'm going to have to take the whole quiz to show you what happens at the end. What made the night so beautiful? There were many stars. I'm doing very well, don't you think? Next question. Author said everyone had wonderful green dreams because they were dreaming about the trees in the forest. All right. Now I finished the quick quiz, or I let another student take the quiz. For example, if you only have one computer in your class and there's not multiple computer access, if I click on this, the other student will not have to go through the room login, etc. All they will have to do is enter their last name and first, and they'll be able to take the quiz. But if no one else is waiting in line, I just click Finish Quick Quiz. My results are then sent to my teacher via spreadsheet. Students are taught to log out, and there we have it. I went ahead and took the quiz so that we could see a completed Excel spreadsheet. Socrative gave me the option to download this, and that's what I went ahead and did. When your student logs on, they ask for 2 things. They ask for the room number, CKE09 for me, and they ask them to enter their last name, then their first. That's because the spreadsheet's going to alphabetize according to last names. Here is listed the questions. Because of the size limitations, the entire question isn't shown, but that's not very important for my purposes here. These are the responses. As you can see, all green responses are correct. This one is incorrect. This column tells you the number of correct answers, and this one, of course, gives you the percentage. It's a complete Excel spreadsheet, so if you have Excel, you can do anything you would normally do with an Excel spreadsheet. You can create graphs, you can rearrange from high to low, etc., etc. I hope I've been able to show you how easy and useful Socrative can be. Of course, it has its limitations. Multiple choice is not always the best way to check for understanding, but since it's part of our reality, it's a good way to get students used to using this format. Also a good way to analyze wrong answers. Especially since it's free, I think you should give it a try. Good luck.